Vilified by most and adored by some, particularly in his hometown of Medellín in Colombia, Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria left behind a complex legacy. On one hand, he accumulated immense wealth first through smuggling counterfeit products and then through drug trafficking. He is in part responsible for the spread of cocaine culture and markets in the United States, as he found the most ingenious ways of shipping the drug and introducing it to the country. He was, long story short, an efficient and vicious criminal. On the other hand, he built the image of a benefactor, a man of the people. He built schools, churches and houses for the disadvantaged, a model that other capos like El Chapo Guzman would follow. Here are some rare Pablo Escobar facts about the most famous cartel leader of all time, a man who even years after his death continues to be the subject of movies, narco telenovelas, TV shows and documentaries. Escobar started his criminal career stealing cars. Yes, he had humble beginnings in the underbelly of society. He also smuggled items such as tombstones before entering narcotics trade. He once visited the White House. The year was 1981 and the Escobar family visited the capital of what in Latin America is known as the American Empire. A recent HBO documentary revealed this photo that shows the audacity of Escobar, who at this time was already a global leader in drug trafficking. He was elected congressman in Colombia to seek immunity. Escobar was a public figure in Colombia for very early on. He was even elected to the Colombian Congress seeking parliamentary immunity so he could escape a potential extradition to the United States if his cartel was ever dismantled. He even wanted to become president of Colombia. Pablo's political ambition went as far as wanting to officially be the first in command in his country. However, when he was kicked off Congress, he told a confidant that the government was the real mafia. He desisted. He was once considered the seventh richest man in the world, in what was basically an insult to the Colombian government. Forbes magazine listed Don Pablo as the seventh richest man in the whole planet. Wonder what place he would have had in the list had all his hidden money been accounted for. Planes, cars and submarines. Escobar has a knack for finding the most elaborate ways to get drugs into the U.S. When his fleet of cars, planes and boats wasn't enough, he bought a couple of subs to seal the deal. The Medellín cartel spent $2,500 on rubber bands a month. Yes, someone had to keep all that cash neatly together, right? Escobar's criminal organization made so much lana that they needed thousands of rubber bands, according to Business Insider magazine.
In fact, he was so rich that he bought an island in the Bahamas, Cayo Norman. In this small piece of land he set up a high-end drug smuggling facility complete with giant freezers to keep the cocaine fresh. Of course. It has a small airport and all the amenities, which of course included luxury homes for narco-style relaxing and debauchery. Rats ate millions of dollars he stored in houses and fields. The problem of having way too much illegal money is that the cash needs to be stored somewhere. In his heyday, Escobar would make about $420 million a week. And hiding all that cash was problematic. He buried it in fields, hid it in furniture and walls. Rats would get to it, but he didn't really seem to care. In his prime, Escobar smuggled 15 tons of cocaine a day into the U.S. This is an enormous amount of powder. The price went up immediately after entering U.S. soil, which explains why Escobar amassed such an enormous fortune during his lifetime.